So today, like I said, we'll be talking about artificial intelligence, the trends, the tools, techniques, the strategies, and how to monetize artificial intelligence. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I'm Adedotunde Adeboye, a tech careers coach, having spanned a career in the tech industry for more than 13 years now, and I work with Ground Analytics also. So, without further ado, we have our speakers here today. So, I should introduce them, but I think I'll let them introduce themselves. But in the house, we already have Baluku Semerango. I hope I pronounced that right. I've been practicing all week, okay? We have
No
Baluku in the
way.
house. Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
Semirango. Oh, good. Good. And we also have Dimola Deogun as well. Baluku is an AI consultant. When you talk about all things AI, is the person you go to, is the go-to for all things AI. It's if you see him anywhere online, it's talking about one tool or the other, about one agent or the other, or how everything is just AI, artificial intelligence from head to toe. So it is going to be introducing himself very soon. And Demola is the founder of Ace Creative Academy. And I think I've known Demola for how many years now? For a long time, yeah, for a very long time. And he owns a community of creatives and is also abreast in the AI industry with artificial intelligence and all of that. So he understands the niche for the creative people. So we will be having them talk to us today, not only for the creatives, but also for business owners, for freelancers, for graduates. I think this artificial intelligence is for everybody. So it is not tailored to a particular set of people. If you are that person that wants to know how to monetize AI, this is the opportunity. So if before I go on with the introduction into artificial intelligence and all of that, I'm just going to let I'll let our speakers introduce themselves. So Baluku, would you like to go first, please?
Like, I might get, like, can people hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
Okay, that is fantastic. Oh, good morning, everyone. Good evening or good afternoon. Balo. You can call me Abu Bakr. That's the easiest name you can call me, Abu Bakr, but other names can be harder, as you said. So, I have 3 years experience in artificial intelligence. I've been a freelancer for some time. I've been juggling digital marketing, creatives, and whatever. But I actually decided to dive deep into artificial intelligence, and I've been there like for 3 years now. This is my third year, so I know what I'm talking about here, and this is what we should be doing, showing how we can monetize artificial intelligence.
Thank you,
So I'm
Baluku.
coming from Uganda, by the way. I'm from Uganda. People can still remember that. Yeah.
Thank you, Valuku. Thank you so much. Thank you, Abubakar. Let me use that. But I can pronounce both anyway. So, Demola, would you like to give us a brief introduction of yourself, please?
All right. Okay. My name is Demola Diogun. I'm a creative tech and marketing professional with over, I want to believe, 15 years of experience, spanning working for both local and global brands. I've been privileged to work for different organizations, build brand and marketing campaigns, both for local and global brands in every sector, from hospitalities to government agencies and to startups to tech. I'm the founder of Ace Creative Community, a community that has over 1,000 creative and tech professionals that our host is a part of. And basically, what we do in the community is to drive relevant conversation in the creative and tech ecosystem and to help creative and tech professionals collaborate, grow together in the community and basically just to help each other to grow. So that's basically what I do. Obviously, AI is one of the greatest disruptor in not just the tech industry, which are the innovators of this particular information age, right? But it's also a disruptor in the creative space. So if you are a creative and tech entrepreneur or you are a business owner, you have to be on this bandwagon, which is AI. And if you are not leveraging on the technology right now, you are definitely missing out. Obviously, Africa as a nation is already a bit behind the trail, but I believe that if we can basically put the right infrastructures in place, both as entrepreneurs and as business owners, we can leverage on it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Demola. So I'm just going to thank you to our speakers. It's an honor having you guys here. So I'm just going to do a brief introduction on artificial intelligence, why artificial intelligence, and yeah. So from then we can proceed. And if you have any questions, you may please put them in the comment section, and we pick your questions as we go on. Yeah, so I'm just going to share a screen here. There will be a live demo, and you will want to see that, honestly. So I'm just going to share my screen here and just show us what we have here, the future of AI. Because for some people, it may be probably the noise is just everywhere. Okay, artificial intelligence, and probably you don't really know what it's all about. Okay, so the future of artificial intelligence, the trends, the opportunities, and the strategies. Because if you want to monetize it, how do you monetize it when you don't know about it? And I'm sure everybody by now knows one or two about something. We all know something about artificial intelligence. Even if you don't know it, you have seen it around the place, playing around the place. So just gonna do that. Yes. So for artificial intelligence, the statistics that we have for the year 2025, which is the year we're currently in, considering the fact that we are going to end the first quarter in the next 2 weeks. The projection for artificial intelligence in the market is 243.72 billion. And you can only imagine what it is going to be, it is going to be going forward. You can imagine what it's going to be by 2030. Because I personally, now this is my opinion, I believe that whatever we are seeing about AI now is the tip of the iceberg. That's what I believe. I believe there's so much more that they haven't even unraveled, that they haven't even shown us. And it's like they're just going to overwhelm us all of a sudden. But this is the market size projection, 243.72 billion by 2025. And the growth for artificial intelligence is going to be 31.22% from 2025 to 2030. And these were taken from well-known sites that do statistics, they do data and all of that. And the long-term forecast is it should surpass 1.3 trillion by 2030, and that's by Forbes. So 1.3 trillion by 2030. If it's 243.72 billion dollars now look at 2030. So the question is, what about you? What part of all of these figures are you bringing in to your own pocket? Are you leaving the money on the ground? Are you leaving the money on the table? What part of this is yours to own? So, and the AI growth, what is driving this robust growth? Of course, is the rise in demand for automation. If you as a person, you don't want the automation to happen, the companies want the automation to happen. Why? Because it drives up their profits. They don't have to pay extra staff, and then it simplifies processes. It makes things work faster and more efficiently. So there's a rise in demand for automation, and also advancements in learning, the advancements in natural language processes and all of that, trying to make even systems more responsive to natural language. If you are somebody that codes, you understand all this natural language thing, and then making things less complex and less complicated. And then the adoption of AI across industries. I think there's hardly an industry now that is not thinking of there's hardly an industry that AI has not penetrated into. If there's an industry that has not accepted AI, then I think by the time we get to 2030, that industry will no longer be in existence. So if the industries are adopting AI, how about you? How about you? What role are you going to play in all of this? And so we got some creators. Well, maybe their their earnings. You may say, oh, this is 1 in a billion, one in the. The truth is, there are some that are not even announcing themselves on the internet. I personally know some people that are cashing in steady on AI. I do. And Peter Hollins is a YouTuber that sold, I think I have that data here. He earned $13,000 by selling his unused video footage to a company called Trovio. Trovio, yeah. And what Trovio does is they purchase content to train AI models. So he sold for $13,000. That's a creator. And we have Jared Briggs. Jared Briggs, he monetized 900 hours of accumulated content by partnering with Trovio. You know, Trovio, they train AI models, and AI models are still being trained, and it will still continue to be trained. So, you know, these are creators. That is why they are here. These are creators. It's just to let you know that the AI market is actually wide. So apart from using AI to do graphics, there are so many opportunities around us. And Ian Dictia is a prompter. So maybe you cannot relate to the ones that sold their contents for AI use or anything for AI modeling, but you may be able to relate to Ian. Ian is a prompter and he sold prompts. He sold AI generated prompts to prompt base. Yes. So that was his own business. So we have prompt engineers. No, these are all business ideas that have come up because of artificial intelligence. These are things that we weren't thinking of 5 years ago. So if we weren't thinking of these things 5 years ago and they have now emerged, what about those things that would happen 2 years' time that we have not even thought of? What about the things that would happen in 5 years' time by 2030 that we have not even thought of? So unless you are in an environment that gives you the opportunity to know about these things once to know about these things as quickly as possible, it's you may just be left off the train. And also an anonymous entrepreneur, well, if I were the one to, I would be anonymous. So the end $76,000, just on Etsy for selling AI graphics. So it's for selling AI generated content. Oh, I hope you can see my screen because I came back here. Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay. For selling AI generated content. So the question is, what about you? What are you bringing? What are you taking from the table? It's not what are you bringing. What are you taking from the AI table? So this is part of the reasons we are here today. We want to see how we can, maybe not necessarily be like one of these creators. Well, I wouldn't mind being like one of them. I mean, who doesn't want to earn 13,000 US dollars or more? I wouldn't mind being like one of them, but what is that thing that you have or that you need to discover that AI can, help you to monetize? How do you want to cash in on the AI era? Or do you still want to be doing things manually? You want to be doing because the truth is, as we move forward, as we go on into the future, which is already now, more jobs will be created and more jobs as we know it today will be taken away. And if you're a business owner, the person that can deliver faster than you using AI is going to definitely kick you out of the market. If you are a creative, the person that can use AI to deliver better designs and all of that will kick you out of the market. And even for writers, it is threatening everywhere. So how do we use AI to our advantage? Is AI going to be your friend or is AI going to be your foe? So that is what we'll be looking at today. So, look, if you want to give us an introduction into artificial intelligence, you have quite a journey. What are the trends? What is going on in the artificial intelligence industry? What do we need to know? So, things on how businesses can use AI. You, you just give us an introduction about the artificial intelligence, the whole artificial intelligence drama that is going on, the tools, the trends, what is going on now, what are we going to see in the future? I know it's a lot that I've asked, but I believe you know how to you know how to streamline it.
Yeah, I can see you. So, thank you. By the way, whatever was spoken is very right in the artificial intelligence as people, it started like a troll. I may say it like that. People started like, this won't work. What is this? But as I'm saying right now, there are a lot happening in the industry. And if you can't jump in, whether you are a business, like a creative, a freelancer, an agency, whatever you are, if you can't jump in, then you will see what will happen. So I'm going to like be brief to introduce this and to make people understand what is happening. So we have what we call the creative part of the artificial intelligence, where you have like content creation, uh, including visuals, blogs, whatever, that is part of it. Then we have, that is Gen AI, now we can call it generative AI, which is the simplest way someone can easily enter into artificial intelligence, where I use tools like ChatGPT, tools like DeepSeek. You have heard of these tools. This is generative. Everything that can generate, depending on a prompt, that is generative AI. So we also have what we call AI automations. This is when you have to combine multiple tools, because generative is just one tool, but automation is you combine multiple generative tools to do a specific task. But they are pre-prompted, or you prompt them before doing this task. So they can't work on their own. They work on prompts that you set to them. This is now AI automations. Then finally, we have what we call the agentic AI, which is happening right now, which is actually something that people should actually be interested in more and more. The agentic AI, this is where tools or AI agents work autonomously. So you don't have to keep telling them what to do. They are not pre-prompted. They work or depending on the knowledge base that they have. So it is like they have a brain that is the knowledge base to always pull from, and they can even learn from their mistakes and from what they are doing. So these are the three ways someone can use AI. We have the generative, we have the automations, and agentic AI. So what I'm going to talk about today, I want to go into agentic AI because it's a very big topic to cover. I want to talk about two things mainly when I get that time to do it. I will talk about generative AI and the AI automation is a little bit of it because it's also a big topic. So generative AI for freelancers, something like that. How can freelancers, how can you as a person, how can an agent, how can a business that you have use generative AI in a way that will help them get more customers or even do more tasks that would have taken a lot of time or that would have required a lot of money to get done. That's why we talk about things like content creation, creating visuals, video ads and creatives, UGC. And then finally, I'll talk about software creation, like how can you create a website? How can you create your own stuff to be using in your business or in your own life using AI? That's what I'll be talking about. So this a little bit of my introduction that I'm having today. Uh, then we will, when starting all of this, we start with prompt engineering, of course. And generative AI, it is about prompting. So I don't know, this can be like my introduction.
I think you can go ahead to tell us about generative AI and just expatiate on more on the points you want to expatiate on before I bring Mr.
Okay,
Demola.
okay. So my point will go ahead. When we are going to use generative AI, as I've said, it is generative AI for freelancers, just making it simple. Maybe you have an agency, maybe you have a business, but let's call you a freelancer. How can you use generative AI? How can you go with this? So we'll start with like something like prompting. This is like the basic of using generative AI. If you can't prompt an AI tool, you won't get the best result out of it. You have to understand how they prompt AI tools. So this is where the prompt engineering thing comes in. But it is very wide. It is a very wide lesson to learn about prompt engineering, but I'll have it broken down. You have some frameworks that you can use to understand these tools. As I've told you, these tools are generative. They are models that are created depending on the data that is available. So when you give them a right prompt, they give you a right result or the best result that you can use in your own stuff. So when I go ahead to like tell you more about prompting, I can literally tell you like these are the three or the five. I'm going to use five of them. I wanted to give you three, but let me just explain the five. The five ways to prompt AI to get the best optimal results. One is what we call RTF or you can call it role, task, and format. Role, task, and format. I will share this document. Maybe how can I share it? I don't know. So someone can actually get a chance to understand what I'm talking about. But let me just explain it. Role, task. For example, you have to give an AI a role. You are a chef. You are telling the AI, you are a chef. I'm just giving a little bit of understanding how prompting works. You are a chef. That is a role. Task. What should a chef do? You are supposed to do like this and this. You're supposed to cook this and this. Yes. Format. Using this format. That is one of the strategies we use by prompting AI to get the best results. Use that one which you call the role, task, and format. Then we also use what we call the chain of thoughts. Chain of thoughts. I don't know whether people understand this. Chain of thoughts, this is actually happening more and more. You are seeing ChatGPT with what we call the reasoning button, where you have to give it a chance to reason. Depending on the data that this tool has, it can reason and get you the best results. So chain of thoughts is like think a step by step at the end of the prompt. Like think about this depending on the data that you have. Chain of thoughts. Then we have the role, instructions, steps, end goal, and narrowing. This is now the reason. You can write it down, reason, role, instruction, steps, end goal, and narrowing. As I'm explaining these things, it depends on what you need. If you need something very brief, you can use the RTF. If you need something like which requires a little bit of more in depth, you can use the chain of thoughts. If you want to get more and more, you can use the reason, the role, the instructions, the steps that the AI should take, the end goal, and how can it narrow. Because if you don't give it a chance to narrow down, it will give you a lot of information that is not necessary. Then we have the roles, the role, objective, details, examples, and sense check. Role, what should the AI do? Objective. I think many people can understand this from then details. Then example, this is where you have to upload. For example, let me give you a little bit of example here when using this kind of format or this kind of technique. You say, you are an experienced copywriter. Your role, that is the role, an experienced copywriter. So you are a professional copywriter. Write a tweet about sustainable living. It should be 200 characters, friendly, persuasive. Then here are some examples of the tweets of the kind. You give some examples of the what? Of the tweets. That is when you have given it the roads framework. That very good example shows you how you can use the roads. This will give you the best result, mostly when generating some stuff, especially with Chat GPT and generative language models, the LLMs, the large language models. Then we have what we call the chain of density. Chain of density, this framework involves that you can refine your prompt, identifying and incorporating missing details. Ask AI to review the output, pinpoint gaps, and generate improved version over several times. Like this one is mostly, this one will work, especially like you need to like have some negative part. And I don't think most people use this, but it also a very good technique. For example, you can see here is the draft summary of our product features. Are you seeing? You have already given it something, a draft summary of our product features. Identify any key points that are missing. Are people getting me right? For example, this is my tweet. I've written this tweet. Act as an experienced copywriter. Identify what is missing depending on the knowledge you have. Yes, what is missing, and then rewrite the revised summary incorporating those details. Repeat the process 3 times. This is the chain of density. Repeat the process 3 times. So the AI will give you the best results depending on how you actually prompting. Those are some techniques. There are more and more techniques that you can use in prompt engineering, especially if you want to take it as a skill. If you don't want to take it as a skill or you want just to be using AI the better way, you can just have some simple techniques like these 5 are enough. If you want to be a good prompt engineer, to even use AI to prompt and create like softwares in the new tools that we are using like Casa, Bolt, .new, and whatever, you have to go ahead and understand more about prompt engineering. So all that said, after learning this prompt engineering, this is when you will be able to use tools to get the following. Like I've told you, like the content, generating content, that's one of it. Generating visuals. Sometimes you need to understand how to get to prompt these tools to get good visuals. For example, Midjourney has got a lot of here and there. You have to put in some control. You have to put in some, you should do this, you should not do this. I want it to be like this. I want it to be like this. As I will show you in the demo, I have some examples that you will see from and how I prompted it. Yes. So also including video and ads, because these are creative, you should have an idea, but you should have it well refined in order for you to get the best results. Then finally, UGC. UGC does not actually necessarily need you to know more of prompting. You just have to know what you're going to be using, like with the UGC content. Are you going to be using it for TikTok to promote some products? But there are tools that are doing this even better, and you can produce unlimited pieces of content to promote your products on different platforms or even as ads. So that is what I can actually right now talk about depending on generative AI. Then finally, let me talk about AI automations. This is a very large topic. Yeah, AI automation, you have to understand, but in brief is when you bring some tools. Let me give you an example. I can now go to ChatGPT because I know how to prompt it. I have to use an automation tool like Zapier, like make.com, like N and N. N8N, or you can call it N and N, but we call it NHN. And make.com are the best right now when you're creating automations. So you give it these tools, like the tools I've talked about, they have integrations. So there are lots of apps that can be integrated. So you will start with like ChatGPT, or you start with a trigger. I can't explain everything here, but I'm just giving a little bit of the strategy or how it is done. You start with a trigger where you will call ChatGPT, giving it the right prompt because you know how to prompt. You give it the right prompt, and then ChatGPT will generate this result, and then this result can be put in an other tool. For example, I can get a trigger to be sent to ChatGPT. ChatGPT will produce this result, or a tweet or a blog post, and this blog post will be put in another tool, and this tool will also get this. For example, let me do it like this. ChatGPT generates a script. A script is stored in you store a script in any database. I can use Airtable, and then from there you pull this script to like Heijin. Then Heijin will create a video. Then a video will be taken back to the other tool, Airtable, and then you can pull it back and even post it on LinkedIn or Instagram. Do you get me what I'm talking about? So you prompt this at once, and it will always do it. Like prompt ChatGPT to do the research because it has now the research feature, deep research, get topics that are trending in your industry, then create a script from those topics, send the script to this place, send the script to here, get a video. After creating a video, something or an image, send this image here. Then this image can be posted on LinkedIn or Instagram. I'm giving you that is the overview of AI automations. So it is a combination of AI tools put together to always get a task done when you're not doing anything. But it is pre-prompted. You prompt it before, and it also requires you to always go there and check and organize stuff, maybe every day. But it saves you a lot of time because you can post on all platforms or you can do multiple tasks at once, even as a single person. That is what I can explain about AI automations, which I'll be diving more and more. So finally, I'm talking about the mindset going into artificial intelligence. If you are a business, if you are a freelancer, or anyone that is going into artificial intelligence, this is very, very important to understand. Understand that there is some learning curve involved. It's not something like you just go, but also know that it is only in artificial intelligence that you can spend 2 weeks or 3 weeks to have mastered a very big skill. I can say that again. It is only using AI that you can spend less than a month to master a skill that you can start selling. You will understand why I'm talking about it. But it is only using AI that you can master any skill within artificial intelligence and start selling it, and it is welcomed in the market because it gives you that chance to get things done in less time. So your mindset should be, I'm going to learn skills, or I'm going to add more on my skills. Especially some people have skills already. You are a very good writer. Thank you. But remember, if you want to get more done with less, understand how you can always put all of your information into artificial or an LLM, like any large language model, and then create your own uh, chart or flow chart that you always get content which is written like you. This is also one of the ways of learning prompting. For example, we have a tool called Minstrel AI. It is an LLM. It allows you to create your own agent. It's not an agent anyway, but they call it an agent, where you have to feed it your own information. For example, you can feed it all your LinkedIn posts and all your Twitter posts and all your blog posts, something like that. Then it will understand your voice, uh, your style of writing, and that is done. You just come and say, now write a post about something like this. It will write like you because it already has information about how you write and how you speak and how you've been doing it. The same, we have also Poppy AI. It is very, very popular now. People are using it. You just have to feed in some videos of your competitors. For example, you can get videos on YouTube of someone you want to create content like, and feed it in that platform. It will understand your voice and to create content like that. And you can also feed it your own voice, your own content, so it can always get information and inspiration from bigger creators and bring it here with you. So something like that can be very, very, very powerful and very interesting in the Gen AI. So that's what I can talk. So coming with the right mindset, the mindset to understand these tools, the learning curve is there. But as I've told you, it is the best opportunity that you can learn something, master it, and then jump onto another one. If you come with that right mindset, understanding that this is something like another skill that you learn and you can monetize it, then it will be easier. Not coming like you have to get it done in 2 days. It might be impossible because it is an ever ending, like it is something that is continuous. When I started AI, we are just creating images. Nowadays, we are creating realistic images that we can even turn into big creatives that would have costed millions of dollars to bring into life. So it is something like which keeps evolving. So if you're going into it, you must also be willing to evolve. That can be my introduction of the moment. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abubakar. That's a whole lot of introduction. Thank you so much. I think it just shows us that the AI industry is actually very big, and it keeps it's big and it keeps evolving. And I think from what I pick from what you said is it all begins with the prompt. It all begins with the prompt. So if you don't get your prompt right, then it's maybe if you don't get the prompt right, and every other thing it's there's no need. So it all begins with the prompts, knowing how to prompt, knowing what to prompt, and understanding the process. So once you get the prompt right, you can then move on to other stages. So I think
Yes.
thank you so much for that introduction about AI automation, AI agents, AI tools, and where the industry is going. Yes, thank you so much. I'm sure, please, if you have any questions for Abubakar, please leave them in the comment section. For now, I'm going to bring on Demola. And my question is, because Demola owns is the founder of a community of creatives and of over 1,000, of which I am part of. And the threat is real, And when AI first entered into the market, there was a lot of question about what's going to happen to creatives and all of that. So, and besides, AI makes everybody a creative now. We all believe that we are creators now. So, Demola, the rise of AI generated content, is it an opportunity or a threat especially to creatives?
All right. Thank you so much once again, Dotson, for this opportunity. Okay, so first and foremost, thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a privilege to be here. So I'm gonna take this broader perspective, first answering your question right? Then I'll try as much as possible to make it holistic, speaking for entrepreneurs, creative, and tech professional. Then I'll summarize it because our time is fast spent on the future of AI with respect to artificial general intelligence, because that's actually where AI is going to. So to answer your question, I personally don't see, we have various school of thoughts for this. We have the school of thought that takes it from the fear perspective of uh, with the AI trend, you will lose a job. Then we have the more philosophical perspective and we have the more optimistic perspective. So as a creative and tech professional, I work more from the optimistic perspective, not discounting those other school of thoughts, because we are in a world where school of thoughts and where various ideas are being debated and where we get constructive solutions. So to answer your question, is AI a threat? Are you getting into creative and tech professional? Personally speaking, at the moment, now take note, I'm using the word at the moment, AI is not a threat for creative and tech professionals. No creative or tech professional at the moment will lose their job because of AI. I see it more as a tool. Now take note, I'm using the word at the moment. The reason why, because the reality is that we have various industrial ages, and between and we just left the information age, and between the last 5 years, we've kind of morphed into what we call the AI age, undisputed. And the way I see AI is more, for now, in the concept or in the perspective of what it's being a tool to be able to achieve the things you need to do as a creative and tech professional. Now, creative and tech professionals have had the habit of discounting AI evolution, saying that the human factor is still very important. As much as I am not against that thought, what I realize that we all need to know as creative and tech professional is that the person that will take your job, lending the voice of someone that posted something in that community last night, is not AI itself, but is someone that knows how to leverage on AI. So it's whoever can leverage on AI as a creative and tech professional is the person that is going to take your job. So AI, in a sense, from my own perspective, is what we call, for now, quote unquote, a tool that will help you enhance your creativity as a creative and tech professional. Reasons being that in the last 5 years, the LMM, the AI models, whether generative AI, whether text to image, whether text to video, whether AI agents, we realize that their IQ is obviously way higher than we human beings. That's number one. Then number two, we realize that things that took years to be created because of these well-trained models are beginning to reduce research into a shorter period of time. So meaning what it took scientists years to create in the area of nanotechnology, in the area of STEM creation for the treatment of cancer, all these things has been reduced in a short period of time because of AI. So we cannot discount the speed evolution of this. Are you getting what I'm saying right now? Now, with the latest technological trend, especially with the recent quantum computing age, right, is something that we also have to not, how do I want to put it, discount. Reasons being that recently Microsoft just released one of the fastest quantum computing. They had to create a new element to do that. Google is also in the quantum computing race. I think NVIDIA is also running with it. China is trying to produce that. We need to understand the fact that the AI is going to be what I call the intelligence that is going to run on quantum computers, that is going to be powered by 5G and is going to be housed in robots. Do you get what I'm saying right now? So I'm just trying to create an idea in our head that as much as where AI is, I've moved to the future, as much as where AI is at the moment, where it's going to be evolving to, that's what I'm saying for now, right? It's actually bigger, because it is an intelligence on its own, but on its own, it cannot just function. It needs what we call the computing power of quantum computing. It needs the internet speed of 5G, and also it needs the capacity or how do I call it, the casing of robotics. And we can see that based on the evolution or the technological trends of all these moving at a very fast pace, the things that we call science fiction might be moving so fast. Are you getting me now? So that's why I said, irrespective of all this school of thoughts, based on the things that are being pointed here and there, or the technological advancement that we're seeing, we cannot discount the speed in which all this is happening. So how can creative and tech professionals or entrepreneurs can we leverage on this? I'll try and make this as fast and as brief as possible. Like I said earlier on, it's not a threat, but for whoever is using and leveraging AI, they are going to take your job. And I'm going to first start for entrepreneurs. In the company I work with in the UK, one of the things in which they have done is that I'm part of the team that is in AI that are looking at how all this AI tool that Abubakar has mentioned, right, can we leverage in our business processes. So I've moved to entrepreneur. So if you are an entrepreneur, at the moment, irrespective of whichever business you are into, whether you are in logistics, whether you are in the food business, whether you are in the educational business, whether you are in marketing, whether you're in tech, you need to start looking at how you can leverage those tools. Like I said, my business is into creating digital market and telecom solutions for people in the local team, which I stay with in the UK. And what our CEO has done is that he has created an AI team. We have an end-to-end business processes, how we create all the solutions vis-a-vis websites, telecommunication solution, digital marketing solution. How can we use these tools that Abubakar has spoken? Are you getting me to automate our processes, to optimize websites faster, because there are tools that do that now, to be able to build websites faster. So you need to start doing that. If you're a software developer, there are AI that are called, for example, we have Lovable. Lovable can literally write codes better than most developers right now, Lovable AI. So you need to understand the fact that we have AIs out there in every field. Every field. So in your business, you need to start doing research to know these tools. Abubakar is going to speak more on that. I'll try as much as possible to do. He's doing a very fantastic job. So I'm not going to go into the intricacies. Neither will I go into the details of how AI works, what AI is. I'm privileged to marry a wife that did a master's in AI. So I kind of understand the programming workings of some of those things, but it's quite technical. I don't want to go into those intricacies. But what do I, so I'll also allow Abubakar demo that. So if you're an entrepreneur, like our CEO is doing in the company I'm working with, you need to set up a team or on your own start doing research. Which of these AI tools that are out there that can get this thing done? If you are into marketing, we have Blaze.ai. Abubakar kind of touched on it. And what Blaze.ai does, which is just similar to what Abubakar discussed. What it does basically is that all you have to do is just sign up to the platform, put in the brand persona, and to create what we call social media images, blog posts, and to automate everything for you seamlessly. It still costs more, but we also have free platforms out there. Now, beyond that, so you need to know that whatever your business process is, they are beginning to become AI tools for that. So you need to say that, how can I leverage on those AI tools? And I'm going to round up with entrepreneurs as this. I was discussing with one of the Nigerian in the team, and we're talking about leveraging on AI for entrepreneurs. Take notes. He spoke about one of our clients that said that I paid £6,600. Take note, £600 for those in Nigeria, do the conversion, for someone to write a blog post for me. And it was like the person wrote 6 blog posts. It's so expensive that I couldn't rewrite it and all that. And the guy paused. If you work with chat, if you've written blog posts on ChatGPT, you will know that you can pick without even using AI, plagiarism software to know. You can pick ChatGPT writing. It uses words like facts. It uses words like that. Some words that when you say, this is ChatGPT. I looked at it and I was like, this is ChatGPT. And the man was like, are you serious? Now, he paid an agency who uses ChatGPT £600 per blog post to write 3 blog posts for him. Do you get me now? So people are already leveraging on these things, that we create these solutions. How can we use AI, right, to make our work faster and our business processes faster? So if you're an entrepreneur, please start doing that. I just spoke about one of our clients that pays £600 to someone that wrote a blog post in ChatGPT. Are you getting me now? So are you a writer? We have Jasper.ai. Do you get something like that? Are you a cinematographer? We have Sora. You get, those are AI tools that can basically do that by OpenAI. Now, at the moment, those models are not yet perfect. Those are text-to-image models. They're not yet perfect. Abubakar mentioned that, but you have to be careful because they're going to become perfect. But at this rate, so you can use it for things like your storyboarding, your inspiration, your content development. Now, sometimes whenever I'm short of inspiration, I go to Adobe Fly. You get, so it's the text-to-image of Adobe to get inspiration. If I want to do what we call if I want to develop I wanted to develop a stage plan for a particular set. I have to go to Adobe Flight to get what inspiration, to get ideas. So there are AI tools that can get these things done that would have taken you months of research Googling and to make it what fast for you. So entrepreneurs do that. I've now moved to creators. As a creator, you need to start leveraging on AI. ChatGPT basically does almost everything for me. If you work with ChatGPT, I will just give you some of the things I'm using. On my ChatGPT, I have different tabs. There's a tab that writes all my emails. I've already put my persona, I've already put everything on that particular tab. And all I just do is just compose the email, copy and paste, it writes it, and I post it out. Do you get what I'm saying right now? So these are ways you can leverage on it. I'm also into marketing. I develop robust marketing campaigns. Are you getting me now? Using ChatGPT. We have this client in this particular area. Are you getting me now? That wants to create this. Develop a Facebook campaign. Are you getting me now? Letting me know who the target audience are, who the this are, who the data, or a Google campaign. And you see ChatGPT basically develop the whole campaign for me. I know I have to just to trick it up, putting the client's persona to do that. So some of the things that Abubakar is saying are actually what's very real. I have a particular prompt too that says that what correct this English to British English, because as a Nigerian, I think and I type in America. So even if I want to post something to one of my colleagues on the teams, when I type it, there can be typographical error. I can't be thinking of if there's typographical error. So when I type, I copy paste, try to be correct to British English, and I post it to what my colleagues. Do you get what I'm saying right now? Even to my social media posts, before it goes live, I think of my thoughts, copy it together with my brand persona. ChatGPT rewrites it. I'm just saying how I, as a person, I'm leveraging even on this AI more to be able to do some things for me. And I'm giving some of my trade secrets. I know the campaigns, I know the strategies I'm supposed to deploy, but I put those strategies on an AI, even as simple as ChatGPT, and it refines it for me even better. When I see some things it creates based on the technical skills I have, I'm like, okay, this is bigger than what I can even think of. Do you get what I'm saying right now? Same thing with video production professionals. You can also basically do this. So I've moved to creatives, now to tech professionals. As tech professionals, you need to start thinking of AI solutions. Some of these solutions I'm speaking about, which is posting on various social media platforms. There's another platform, I'm not going to mention the name because my company is going to be using it. It can basically get the, I'm not going to give you all trade secrets. Go do your research. Are you getting what I'm saying right now? So I'm not going to give you, I'm on the AI team, so I'm not going to give you all these softwares we found out. We are also into search engine optimizations. There are SEO tools out there that would basically, all you have to do is just give it the instructions, develop what we call the keywords, the meta tagging, and everything. And when you do that, it's going to literally build the on-page and off-page automation for the client. There's another AI platform that we discovered that all it can basically, which is what Abubakar was saying, when you give it the persona, the prompting, it will generate what we call research-based blog post based on the persona for the client that will now push to the WordPress team. And when it pushes to the WordPress team, that will enhance the client's SEO. Do you get what I'm saying right now? So I'm saying that these things are already what's out there. Do you get? So if you're a tech professional, you need to start thinking, what are solutions that people would need? There's a young man I saw on Instagram. He has started creating LMN for Nigerians that can speak Yoruba, that can speak Igbo, that can speak Hausa. So, and he's not really doing much work. All he's just basically doing is that ChatGPT already have this API. He's just training the model to be able to work with Nigerians, related language. So you need to start thinking of solutions, especially for the African market, in the area of marketing, especially for the African market, that the global space is not doing. Using some of these AI already trained models. Some are free. We have DeepSeek. Some are paid. We have ChatGPT. Someone puts integrating with AI. Yes, integrate with their API. Most of their models will do most of the thinking, and you'll be able to solve those problems. So I've spoken about entrepreneurs, I've spoken about creative, and I've spoken about tech professionals. Guys, we need to stop. I need to stop paying for foreign AI agents. I need to start seeing Nigerian developers software developers in Nigeria that have been able to use all this already. We can't be training model in Nigeria again. The cost is expensive. We don't have the computing power to train models. But some of these things have been done by China, by US. I think the European Union is also into it. You get to get those models, find out how it works, think of a solution. I've given you all these things I mentioned that Abubakar have spoken about. Things like SEO, things like social media marketing posts, things like website design. Do you get what I'm saying right now? There are things that what you can also create a solution for, powered by AI, you understand, that would solve our African problems, even for researchers, that would make things what basically come to fruition for the African space. I'm passionate by this. I'm already leveraging on it. I've told you some of the little simple ways I'm doing it in my own personal life. And also I'm doing it in the area of what the business that I work for and the platform that I work for. So please, the sooner you start leveraging on this, the better. So I think I'm going to stop here. And I've also spoken about the future. The future is what artificial generative intelligence, where this AI will be, all these models will be so intelligent that they will be, and with being powered by what quantum computing. I don't think we have an idea of how powerful those things are. Those computation power is, because what's limiting most of this AI are actually computational power. Then also with the transmitting power of 5-6G, because I heard that some countries like Japan is already on 6G, 5-6G. Once those things come into play, the world we are living in is going to change. And the sooner you jump on the bandwagon, the better it is for you. Thank you.
I want to talk, but I'm short of words. Thank you so much, Demola, for opening our eyes further. You learned a lot of credibility to what Abubakar said, and the fact that it's also good to see that you guys are already in the space. And for you to, it actually begins with the prompt. You must know how to prompt. You must understand the prompting. And I need your login details for your chat GPT. I want to check something. So I really want to check something. Because what? And also, and the fact that you mentioned that now it is not yet a threat, but with quantum computing and with 6G, my goodness, the speed is going to be crazy. And it's not as if the robots are coming. The robots are already here. You know, Terminator that we watched, Terminator is here. All of those robots that we watched that were showing us 10 years ago, all those things are already here. So I don't want to, please, if you have any questions, drop your questions in the comment section. We've gone over time. I'm just going to let Abubakar go on with the demo now, so that because I know some people are here with the demo, and you would do well to watch this again. I'm going to go over it again because I just couldn't keep up with the level of information and everything that's been distilled here. So Abubakar, the floor is yours. We want to go into the demo straight away.
Because I have this this kind of the AI demo. Yeah, I can even be out of the screen, no
No,
problem.
it's okay.
The
You
AI,
can be on screen. You can be on
okay.
screen.
Yeah, that is the demo I created, and I think I have to go ahead and explain it slowly, but slowly, so some people can understand it. Just yeah. So can you click that first link?
Okay.
Yeah, just click it. It will display something. Yeah. What is some people see it? Something like that. Click it. It is a video.
Play.
But on that, because I want people to see what we are trying to say, what we're going to talk about, and what we're trying to bring up to the creative one. This is like the demo. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Yeah. So you can go up about it. So let's go down. Let's go down.
Down.
Yeah, leave it. I think people have seen it. Maybe they have seen it. They have seen it. I'm
Okay.
sure. If not, they will ask. They will ask this document from you, not from them.
Okay, you want us to go
Yeah, we
down?
can go. Yeah, we can go back to the document, please. Let's go back to
Okay.
the document. I wanted to show them. Yeah, like something
Okay.
that we think that we are talking about. So, as we have talked about, or as we have seen before, that every single good creative out of generative AI is as a result of good prompting techniques. If you can prompt the AI very well, or these tools very well, you can get a good result. So this document or this demo here is trying to show you what can be brought on the market. Keep scrolling and showing these people what I'm talking about. So we need like something like this, like a clear creative idea. For example, here I'm creating an ad creative in my demo for an iron sheet brand called it is called Royal Mabati. Is here in my country here. It is very well known. It is called Royal Mabati. It's an iron sheet brand. You have seen that picture there. That is my idea. I already have an idea. Yes. So now I need to have a unique idea to create this creative. That's why I came up with something this morning. I did this very morning. So I came up with an idea like if I get an airplane, let me call it in American English, an airplane that comes near a building with this mabati and actually cannot even take out this uh, this uh, this is like iron sheets, and the airplane cannot take out this iron sheet, and then it will go. Then it is like a very good way to show people that this kind of brand, this kind of iron sheets are very, very good. They are for generations. So that was my idea in my head. You can see from that document. So I had to start now doing my stuff. So I started like creating this image. I had to bring this image to life. That's how I had to go and use these free tools for image generation. I did use a tool called ideogram. I did get that prompt. Scroll down, as you can see, that is the prompt, the screenshot of the prompt. Yeah. Then after that, I generated an image. Scroll down, people can see the image. That is the image I created. Then from that, I had to go and make. Then you have to understand the following. You have to understand the process of creating something, bringing something using artificial intelligence. Which tools am I going to use? Do I have the idea? Yes. My idea is I want to create an ad for an iron sheet brand. It is called Royal Mabati. My idea is like I want this to be unique. I've never even seen it. Like an airplane comes to a house and goes without harming the iron sheets. So it shows that these iron sheets are very, very like generational. That was my idea. So I had to choose the tools. I chose the image generation tool, which was ideogram. Then I chose my prompting technique, which is like the prompt is there. You can see it. I put the prompt there. Then after I got images, but I chose this image. It was just a simple demo. You can see it. I chose that image that you're seeing there with an aeroplane near a house and people touching their heads. Let's go down. So I had to choose an animation tool. There are many tools that are doing the animation at the moment. We have Kling. Kling is very, very good, but it takes time because I was using free versions only. So Kling takes time. So I decided to use Paoluo. If I had used Kling, the results would have even been better. But it takes like if you are on a free version, it might take even an hour before bringing a result. But Paoluo on a free version, it takes like 5 minutes. So I decided to use Paoluo, or you can call it Minimax, to get that result faster in order for me to present this demo. So I had to generate that other video, and finally I got the result. But listen, when you check the video down there, you're going to play it, the ad that I created, you will find that it's different from what I've said because there are more things that you add in, like these customer, or you can call them AI avatars. Someone is speaking, is like human speaking, but is AI generated. So this person had to come and back up the creative I created in order for us to get this kind of demo. You can play that link down there. That link. Yeah, I do want like if it is possible, you can put the you can like mute me and let people hear what is being said there. You can mute me and let the voice come out. People can hear. Look, can you hear me now? So did people really get what I was talking about? Did people hear what was said in that video? I don't know whether people heard what was said. So that was like a tip of an iceberg, like something small that I created in just like 30 minutes. I had it done because creating that video avatar, I had to use Hey Jen, where I have a subscription and choose an avatar that will speak. I put in a voiceover and something like that came in. Then I put into an editing software and brought something like that, whereby this comes to hit the house and goes away until then the person will speak about the brand that we are talking about and how generational it is. So that is the simple demo I have. Maybe people have seen it well, maybe they need to see it again. I don't know. But that is the simple demo I had to create this very morning. I don't know what people think about it. You're muted.
Yes, I'm going to unmute myself. You said you had just 30 seconds and you used free tools
No,
to do
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh,
30 minutes. Yeah.
just 30 minutes. I think I'm already in the future with the quantum computers. You had just 30 minutes to do that because it would have, if we had had that done live, it would have taken, having to keep people for 30 minutes with all the, definitely would have
Yes.
been too much. And even talking about this, this first one, you created this first one, right, for a brand?
Yeah. Those are
No,
like
not this
the one.
one.
Yeah, that one was created today, but the other ones are like which have been created. You can play. There are two links up there. They are different. They are different animated ones. Like that one is for McDonald's, and the other ones like for Apple and whatever.
You created this as well.
Yeah, you play that. So something like that. That one is for Apple. So I just conjoined them to showcase what is possible. That one is for Red Bull. That one is for Pepsi. Yes, you can just get anything that you create, even your own brand.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Abubakar. I think you have we finished?
Like the only thing that was done is like I talked about it. Like you need to add in like UGC. UGC is what I talked about. When you saw someone speaking, that person you saw speaking does not exist. It's AI, of course. Speaking about the royal Mabat, whatever, does not exist. It's an AI avatar. And to be honest, these are will dominate the ads and the market. I'm seeing them everywhere. Even on TV, you will see them happening live. Like something like this can be used for this. If this company can see it, maybe I just did it for the purposes of this demo. But how about when they see that kind of thing that they have never seen? They don't have time or money to hire someone or to hire an airplane to come and do that. And
Yeah.
even creative people are like creative, but you will not charge them much. Yeah,
I think,
there's
and Mr. Abubakar, you mentioned, I know you mentioned the story about one brand that spent
yes,
550 million on an advert and somebody came
yeah,
and
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
$550.
Yes, I
Can you
have not
just
just
run
shown
through
it.
that in 1 minute?
I really don't know how I can even share it with you. But if I had that, if I had like that way to share it with you, it would have been good. But maybe how can I really get it to you so that the people can see? Because it is on my LinkedIn. I don't know whether they. But it is like a brand and AI like the other
Your video
ad
is off.
creative that they created. Oh,
Can you
my
turn on
videos
your
off.
yes? Can you turn on your video, please?
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'm now on. So I'm saying like it was like a brand which used like over $500,000 like 2 years back to create an ad. It was like a creative. Someone just in our community used it like recreated it with artificial intelligence and it even looked more better and even we couldn't even imagine because these creatives just have a story behind them. So if you understand the idea and the story behind them, you can create this kind of creatives using this app. So as my friend has talked about the coming artificial general intelligence. You don't know what is coming in 2026 because things are changing faster. We will have tools like at the moment, if I had used a tool like mini journey, like have these images well organized because I would have given it the whole prompt and the whole idea. It would have created like 3 to 4 images and then bring these images, blend them in LOTX Studio. This is another tool for animation. LOTX Studio would have brought a very unique, because the ad I'm talking about, he used LOTX Studio. So you'd have brought a very unique creative that you wouldn't even imagine that was AI created. So that's what is happening.
So, but is this something that you can pass on to? Because I believe there are people here that want to learn these skills. There are people here that want to know how to monetize artificial intelligence. Is this something that we can also pass on to people?
Indeed. If someone can understand what we call UGC, if someone cannot understand UGC, then the person does not know what marketing is all about. If someone can understand ads, the person does not know what marketing is. If someone cannot understand these kind of visuals and graphics, then the person does not know what digital marketing is about. So you have to understand visuals, as we have talked about all other generative stuff, SEO. This was all about visuals. What can you bring to life? This is how possible it is. So monetizing this is very possible. Either you're working with brands or working with brands online or even offline, as I've shown this. But online, mostly to get people to talk to their products. These people just have a product in hand, UGC content, and then speak about the product and then post that post on TikTok. More things are going to happen like that. If you are a brand, whether you have your products listed, just get some UGC creators, give them your product, they'll have this product in hand, give them what to speak, a voiceover or an audio, and they will speak, and your product will be promoted there and then.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Abubakar. So, because those of us that we are coming to the end of this, and we have brought Mr. Abubakar, we brought him also so that we know we have a community of creatives, and we know that there are people that want to learn the skills. So we will be collaborating with Abubakar to teach people the skills and to teach you how to monetize the generative AI possibilities, how to jump on the trends, how to build the skills that you need to be competitive and to be an entrepreneur in this space. And also for freelancers and creatives, if you like, what you saw, obviously there's more to it. It all begins with a prompt. To know how to prompt and to know how to generate these images and to know how to monetize these skills. So we'll be collaborating with Abubakar to deliver this benefits. So I'm just going to share what I don't think we can see my screen.
Can I speak to this a bit, please?
Yes,
In
please.
just 2 minutes.
Yes,
all right. Okay.
please.
So yeah, when it comes to monetization, what I also advise, in addition to what Mr. Abubakar said, is that the AI age is already here, which is very, very important. So when it comes to how to monetize, I've spoken about some of the ways and things you can do, and I chipped into some of my personal experience is pick a particular problem. Mr. Abubakar just showed us how you can use AI in the area of marketing, and he was able to probably get an avatar to speak. Now, if we're supposed to have done that, because I'm into marketing, you literally have to get a recording studio. After getting a recording studio, you have to get videographers, script writers, an actor that will do to get everything done. But everything can be done easily with AI. So as a creative professional, you've seen how this is possible. So all you just basically need to do is pick a particular problem, whether in marketing, whether in translation, whether in whatever area it is, whatever problem you can see. Then when you pick, I've spoken about in my field, SEOs, website design. I've also spoken to tech professionals, how you can use APIs to solve problems, know what the problem is, use APIs and codes to develop software that can solve those problems because those models are already there. So pick a particular problem. What's that problem that I want to solve? Then now look for an AI tool, whether content creation in the area of what writing articles and blog. We have Jasper.ai that can do that for you, that will write articles and blogs for you. So you pick a particular problem that I want to solve. Is it in marketing? Is it in promotion? Is it in content creation? Is it in blog writing? Is it in SEO? Is it in web design? Is it in coding? When you pick that particular skills, now say, okay, what AI can solve this problem? Do you get what I'm saying right now? Then when you now see AI that can solve those problems, then look for the tools, like Mr. Abubakar said, he has been throwing out a lot of tools. Look for the tools that can work. Do you get what I'm saying for you? Be a master of those tools and now start selling the solutions. So you are selling the solutions and you are now being a master. He just showed us some videos that I want to believe was created by AI tools like Sora and Midjourney. Those things you have to get 3D animation softwares like Cinema 4D or Maya or Blender to be able to create a Pepsi advert like that. Do you get what I'm saying right now? But all these things are being done with AI, which is from speech to video. Do you get me now? So, meaning that what whoever created those videos and some of the videos Mr. Buck has created, he can sell it to Pepsi for millions of dollars, or you can sell it to a brand in your local area for thousands of dollars. Sorry, thousands of naira. Do you get? But you did it with AI. So when you get the solution, look for the tools. Practice to master yourself. Mr. Bakker said that AI is one of the few tools that you can learn in a short period of time. You get because you're not doing the work. The model is doing most of the work. Learn those tools, then now start selling the solutions. Before you can create, for you to create those 3Ds, you have to know a couple of softwares. I've mentioned some of those things: Blender, Maya, Cinema 4D. Do you get to create those things? But those things, and also to animate with Adobe After Effects. But those things has been streamlined to solve the problem with AI. Like I said earlier on, the people that will solve the problem is not AI itself, but people that know how to use these AI tools much more effectively. The human touch cannot be overemphasized. It still takes a human to be able to work on the creativity, the storytelling. Do you get what I'm saying? The brand essence. So that's where we come into play. You understand? To be able to direct this intelligence on how to create those products. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Demola. So, thank you so much for for that addition, because it's important that people understand. So you don't, the AI space is wide, so it's important that we understand where we are going. Because if you're trying to chase everything, you're going to lose it. So, and in light of that, we will be partnering with Abubakar to, train people on artificial intelligence at a token, yes, because and it's going to span over 3 weekends. So like the both of them said, you come with the mindset, you choose a niche, and you'll be guided on how to how to go about it. So I'm just going to share a slide on what will be attainable for that um, course actually. Okay, so yes. So I will be on the presentation. Yes, so so this is what we are looking at. 3 weekends, Saturdays and Sundays is going to be online. And this is what we want to teach you, the art of crafting compelling prompts, because it all begins with the prompt. If you do not know how to, and the first thing is come with your mindset, please. If if the mindset is absent, every other thing on this list is missing. So come with your mindset, and of course, we are going to start from the very beginning, which is the heart of crafting compelling prompts, and then we move into Gen AI for content creation, mastering video ads, automation for businesses, introduction to AI agents, not the actual, because he's already told us that it's a wide field, so we should not be looking at we shouldn't be looking at going into how to build AI agents, because I had the discussion with Abubakar, and he said to me, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a while. Well, not a long time, a while, because of the evolving nature of the AI agents. And also there will be mentorship. Of course, you have access to Abubakar, and also you have access to Demola. You can join also the Ace Creative community, where they also talk about all of these things, and exclusive access to the AI community. And please, Demola, can you drop the link to the Ace Creative community also in the chat box? That would be nice, so that people
I'll
can,
do just that.
yes, people can join the Haze Creative community. And you can also join our AI community on Grand Analytics, where you would have access to Abubakar. And this course is not only for adults. If you have teenagers, this is the time for them to get on it. You have teenagers, this is the time for them to get on it. They should learn, rather than running around the internet and learning how to play games, they should start learning how to craft compelling prompts. They should start learning how to make AI work for them. Because our generation, if our generation feels threatened, how about the 16-year-olds? How about the 14-year-olds? What will it be like in their generation? The 13-year-olds and all of that. So this is what we'll be looking at. But like we said, come with your mindset, number one. And number two, come with a particular niche that you want to master. That's very important. Please, that need shouldn't be AI agents. AI agents is going to evolve, and we will be discussing that in the AI community for Grand Analytics. So because Abubakar will be joining us, so he will be, keeping us abreast of the trends in the AI, and we'll be having workshops from time to time. So we'll have these 3 weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Abubakar, that will be starting next Saturday, right?
Yeah, it will be next Saturday.
So I think people should join the community, then they will have the information for the rest. So I will also paste the link for the community, the AI community for Grand Analytics, so that we can join. And also, well, it's a token, $99, or if you're from Nigeria, 39,999. But because you are here today, we can do a 20% off, can't we, Abubakar? We can do it. They are here today. So for those that at least came to the program and waited till the end, we can do a 20% off, and you can pay in installments. Actually, you can pay in installments. Also, you can also discuss that with us. So $99, 20% off will be $79, and 39,999 would be 32,000. So you can also pay in installments, and it's going to run for 3 weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. And at the end of those 3 weekends, it's going to be very practical, very hands-on, and of course, with continuous support and mentorship. You should look at monetizing your skill. The goal is to monetize the skill. The goal is not to. So, what opportunities are you leaving on the table? I think that's it. The goal is to monetize the skill. The goal is not just to learn it for learning's sake. We are here to make money. So the goal is to monetize the skill. That is the goal of this course, and this is what we'll be running through. You may think it's too much it is actually not, because we will be dealing mostly on crafting compelling prompts and the tools. So we'll be very specific, and come with your mindset and come with what you want to master. Very important. Um,
Can
Abubakar,
someone
you want to
listen to
say
this?
something? Yes. Do you want to say
Yes.
something?
I want someone to really listen to this and understand what we are talking about, how they are going to change stuff. Now, it is me personally talking to myself, and this is my AI voice agent. Abubakar here. How can I help you today? Hello, it's me, Abubakar, too, and I own a gym. How can your services help me? Hey, Abubakar, that's also your own gym. Outfit AI can help by managing customer calls, booking appointments, sending out class reminders, and even gathering feedback from your members. All with a friendly, human-like interaction. You want to know more about how we can integrate with your business systems. Okay, so how can I get started? You can start by scheduling a demo or consultation. This way, you can see firsthand how our solutions fit into your gym's operations. You want me to set up a time for you? Yes, please go ahead and set up a time. Great. What time works best for you to schedule this demo? Do it tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Awesome. I'll set it up for tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. You'll love what you discover. Would you like a reminder before the demo? Yes, please. To know what to expect during the demo, or have any special requests I should pass along. Okay, please. So I wanted just to show you how this thing is happening. That is like something people should be really interested in learning. You can have your own voice speaking to your customers. That is what is going to happen coming next in this other space. So people should be ready. Like that is my own voice, like voice agent, which I can put in any number to call, like to be called and answer questions about my business.
Very, very impressive. Very impressive, Abubakar. I remember on LinkedIn when you put one voice agent for maybe a travel company, and I asked if
Yeah.
about the ticket or something, if they can give me a free ticket or something. So it's Very, very impressive. And I think people should be looking forward to, this is AI agents. So an introduction to it just to know, because it's still being it's evolving, like I understand it to be so. And these are some of the things we'll be touching on the course. So like I said, if you're here today, we'll definitely have a list of the chats of people that were here. You get the 20% off, and it runs for 3 weekends. And at the end of 3 weekends, you should be monetizing your AI skill, approaching businesses, and even putting yourself out there. I do graphics, I do videos, and sometimes you never know. You just need somebody to give you a little push to bring out what is already in you. So without further ado, I'm just going to ask one last word. Demola, do you have one last word before we wrap it up here today?
All right. So basically, my final word is just going to be very simple for entrepreneurs. Ensure that what you start leveraging it in your business, it's actually very important. If you sleep on it, it's going to slip through you. Why? Because it's already becoming the new innovation in all spaces. And for creative professionals, don't discount the possibilities. If tools like Adobe is already integrating AI that we all use, if tools like Canva is already integrating AI that we all use for text to generative AI, generating expansion in Adobe Crop Tool and all that, we are seeing those integration. It shows that it's actually what's very, very important. These models are being trained all the time, and avoid not to miss out. Also for tech professionals, it's this AI becoming intelligent to be able to write those codes, but you don't need to be afraid. If you don't have a base knowledge on how to write C++, C Sharp, Python, you will not be able to even train these models or debug these codes or give these models right instructions when it comes to functions, when it comes to creating all those codes that would solve those problems. So start looking at those AI tools in your industry that can help you solve those problems, whether web design, whether creative professional, whether video editing. Start looking at AI tools that can basically solve those problems for you, and start leveraging it. It will make you work faster. It will make you work smarter. It will make you work much more effective, so that as the industry grows, you are not left out, and you can leverage on monetizing it to accomplish much more productivity in your doing. Don't miss out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Demola. Thank you so much. Abubakar, one last word.
Okay, so I can only tell these people, like, if you are not ready for this, it is ready for you. Like, you cannot miss it. Like, I've seen people who trolled this at the start, but now people's skills are getting more advanced. That, as he has said, if Adobe as a company, they're already integrating artificial intelligence, Canva is now like you create an image and you have to expand it using artificial. What about your skill? If you already have a skill, just add in more artificial intelligence knowledge so you can expand it and build something bigger on it. This is what we are doing. We will not stopping, because if you stop learning and increasing your skill set, then what next? And this is a competitive edge now. As the only thing I can encourage, if someone is coming to join this course, just come with your mindset. I mean, your mindset, not mindset, your mindset. Set your mind before coming. Choose just one particular thing. Don't come with I need this. I need this. No. Choose one particular thing. As a person, me, I can know all of this stuff, as I've shown you. I've been doing them for years, but I decided to choose creating AI automations. Mainly, I decided to go on these AI voice automations. I just had to choose. So you also need to do what? To choose something that you will come with, depending on what you love. But it's not about what you love, but what you feel like you can do again and again without getting bored. When we use that, then we shall start from there. That's what I can tell. Just have that mindset to change and to adapt to this new technology. If not, the technologies are already available. As he has said, someone else will learn and take your clients, because he will be able to serve them faster and even give them better results. Because some clients need faster results, while others need better. But I'm so sure that as this technology evolves, even betterness, let me call it like that, will be increasing, and you will not be able to beat them. That's the truth. Let's see what AGI is bringing, the artificial general intelligence. You won't believe it. Those are my words. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to our speakers. Thank you so much, Abubakar. It was wonderful listening to you, telling us about the tools and the demo. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much, Demola. Thank you, for also pointing us to the future of artificial intelligence, telling us about 6G is the 5G, and, and it's like the fear of the quantum computers is real. So please, can our audience just say thank you to our speakers also? And the links are in the comments. The link to join the AI community for Grand Analytics, so you can have mentorship from Abubakar, and also to join S Creative Academy, so that you can also have access to Demola and see what other creatives are doing as well. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. It was wonderful having you. Thank you for honoring the call. So we are so grateful. And this was a wonderful session. Imagine we are almost 2 hours and we didn't even feel it. It means we could go on talking about AI for 5 hours and we'll still be here. And people actually waited to listen. So thank you very much. This is where we pull the curtain. Thank you so much, everybody. We hope for a rematch. So maybe when 6G comes and quantum computing is running around the place.